Good morning. It is November 17th. It's a nice little morning. It's not too cool, but it's not Arctic either. Get a little warmer today. I think it's about 10 degrees Celsius right now, and the highest will be about 18 or 19, I believe. Or at least that's what my weather app says. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how many times when I was home and like someone would, like when my parents would, or my brother sometimes would ask me the temperature, or we just like compare like what our apps were saying, and it was like completely different numbers. Besides for the fact that I use Celsius, but and I use Fahrenheit, but nonetheless, yeah, it was pretty funny. It's also really funny to so when they just ask what the temperature is, and they just don't say like what the measurement type is, and they just naturally assume I'm talking Fahrenheit. And so I'll say, for example, like, oh, it's like 15 degrees, or, oh, today's a hot day. It's about 28 degrees on like a pretty hot day, and my brother would be like, what are you talking about? He'd be like, no, it's not 28 degrees. And I'd be like, yeah, it is. And like, no, it's not. I'm like, yeah, it is. Until they're like, oh, do you mean Celsius? I'd be like, so yeah, funny stuff like that. Yeah, so let's see here. What do of course I'm gonna have probably, very likely gonna have more homework stuff I'm gonna start working on for the next week, or maybe a few things for this week as it goes along. But let's see here. So I like to work on that Minecraft challenge video that I was talking about. I decided to just take the weekend off in that regard. I didn't work on it very much at all. I just wasn't really feeling it. So I'm sorry, it might be delayed by a few days, but it'll be fine. Sure you can wait. And who cares? It's not like many people watch my videos anyway. Plus, it's not, well, sometimes in life you gotta be, patient and wait for stuff. But the point was not to teach you sort of moral lessons, so I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, so let's see here. So I mentioned the video that I want to work on there. I might have a few other types I'd like to work on. When I get a calendar notification, that's not helpful right now. So say for example, I might try to do some skits. No promises, but I'd like to think about how I want to do that, but I'm sure I could whip something up. Let's see here. I really didn't want to get out of bed this morning, I'm not gonna lie. I felt really comfortable, and I was just like, I was remembering something vaguely about one of my teachers saying that, like, oh, we weren't gonna have class on on like a certain Monday or Wednesday or whatever, and I was like, is that today? And I looked at my calendar and I was like, oh, dang it. So yeah, I had to, get up. I was like, otherwise I wouldn't be recording this video right now. I mean, I probably, well, I don't know if I would, but I might if I woke up at a later time. I don't know. Not so worried about that. Yeah. It's honestly kind of annoying how loud vehicles are, especially when I'm trying to record a video. I mean, I know I can like speak up, but the thing is, like, one, I don't really like doing that, and two is especially at certain times of the day, if there's a lot of people walking around, I don't really want to draw too much attention to myself. I don't want to be rude. Well, I don't think I've had any problems. I've not had anyone just like stop me from recording, other than myself, but along the way, that's what I mean. Oof. Yeah. So next week I'll have Thanksgiving break, so that'll be nice. Look forward to
Walk sign on for all crosses.
Look forward to going home, seeing my family again, seeing my pets, that good stuff. I don't know if we're going to have the 5-day version or if we're just going to have the normal 3-day version. Because if we do have the 5-day version, that also means that I could just ask my parents, like, oh, hey, can you just bring me home on, like, the Friday afternoon, or, this Friday afternoon, or, at, like, on, like, Saturday, or something, right, and then I could just, alright, and then I could just enjoy that, Saturday, Sunday, the whole week, then the next Saturday and Sunday, with them. I mean, if not, it's not too big a deal, but, it would be nice to have, those 2 extra days, given to us for that sort of purpose. I guess the only sort of thing I'm worried about is, like, only 2 things I'm really worried about on that front is, one, I don't know if we need to register for, like, our plans for that, like, if we're staying or leaving or whatnot. And then the second thing is, if we're not here for those days, do we need to make up the labor hours? Because, I mean, based on what I kind of gathered, at least with the winter break anyway, students who are here will still have to work, but they won't have, they won't have any, like, dining won't be open for them, so they'll just have to buy their own food, which I know is probably at least somewhat common experience here. I mean, I'm not likely to be staying here anyway, so I didn't really worry about it, but I guess just for future reference, it's good to know that. But yeah, it's a little crazy. I think this, and hell, even with Thanksgiving break, I didn't even really pop into my head until just now that would also mean, like, probably something along the lines of our normal, kind of like, getting together with the extended family, sitting down and eating a bunch of food. The stereotypical, I guess, American Thanksgiving sort of celebration. So yeah. It's nice to hear the birds chirping a little bit. Well, they're actually chirping quite a bit, but just wasn't really paying attention to it. Like I've said before, I'm not good with multitasking. Just ask my mom. She can verify that, or my bro, my younger brother, Northie. I just ask him what what he thinks on that matter. Anyway, I'm glad that I've not, well, other than the homework stuff I was complaining about the last few days, I haven't felt necessarily quite as anxious, I suppose, which is really nice, as I was earlier on this month. And I think that's also in fair amount due, although not exclusively, to the fact that I just haven't really been looking at political stuff as much, because I just realized it was kind of just stressing me out. And as much as I want to have proof for my own beliefs and whatnot, or want to understand who or what am I voting for, what are the motives behind XYZ group and all that good stuff. It's kind of and I don't mean this in a sort of pessimistic way, but there's nothing much that I can realistically do, and then the addition to ensure that it's not pessimistic would be yet. Well, I don't actually know if the insurance that is or not. I guess it depends on how your perspective on when you add words of certain types that it changes the meaning. Okay, whatever. But you get the point. So, anyways, I'll probably. Well, I don't actually know, but at some point, I might just start taking in some kind of political information again. But it's kind of just a thing of I kind of just wanted to enjoy some of my experience here, and I don't want to get overly worried just yet, because there's just so much that I don't know. I don't know what Trump's gonna do, or how he's gonna do things, or how much of his Project 2025 or Agenda 47 is he gonna implement. I mean, especially because Republicans have hold over all three branches of the government. So just hope for the best, and just make sure that when I need to stay knowledge about stuff and whatnot. So anyway, I don't know what I'm saying, but anyways, I hope you guys, whoever you are gonna have a good day, night, whatever time it is for you. So see you then.